Good evening. This is a new year and we're excited. This is Granny coming to you in 2022. Can you believe this, guys? The last time I spoke with you, it was 2021. I'm excited. I'm excited. Um, Good evening. This is January the 10th, 2022, Monday night, and we're back. And notice Granny loves silver, but she did something different tonight. My children brought this set for me a year ago, and it's been sitting in a beautiful box in my bedroom, along with some Versace cologne, which I put on tonight, that I got from my daughter in law who lives in Wisconsin. Um, the end of last year was very emotional, if I can use that word, traumatic for our family. Our last baby brother has been in the hospital 6 weeks, and emotionally, we were up and down a roller coaster, thinking he was not going to make it. But he's alive and well today, and most of you know from last year, I spent a week in the hospital in October for fluid buildup around these lungs. But I'm here today, and I wanted to do something special prior to us starting back reading Granny's Old Hands. We have about 3 chapters left to share with you, and it'll always be on Monday night like we've been doing in the past. But I wanted to share something with you. Say hi to Miss Becky, my fan club member. Say hi to my grandkids who have been helping me through this process, my kids who've been giving me pointers and advice, and my friends, those of you that have stuck with us throughout 2021. I'm going to read something to you, and I did not write it. Let me put this disclaimer out right now, so nobody will think, well, how could she steal somebody else's work? I copied this from another person's page, and when I read it, the tears just rolled. And it's real short, but I'm sharing it for a specific reason. Maybe some of you have faced uh, death last year, death of a loved one, death of a family member. But when I saw this, I thought, oh my God, I need this. And so, again, the disclaimer, I did not write this. I copied it from someone else's page. And simply, I want to read this. It says, death is nothing at all. It does not count. And I'm thinking, oh my God, how could they say that? I have only slipped away into the next room. Nothing has happened. Everything remains exactly as it was. And you see the tears are welling up in me now. I am I, and you are you. And the old life that we live so fondly together is untouched, unchanged. Whatever we were to each other, that we still are. Call me by the old familiar name. Speak of me in the easiest way which you always used. Put no difference into your tone. Wear no forced air of solitary or sorrow. Laugh as we always laughed at little jokes that we enjoyed together. Play, smile, think of me, pray for me. Let my name be forever the household word that it always was. Let it be spoken without an effort, without the ghost of a shadow upon it. The tears are coming. Oh God. Life means all that it ever meant. It's the same as it ever was. There is absolute and unspoken continuity. What is this death but a negligible accident? Why should I be out of mind because I am not out of sight? I am but waiting for you for an interval, something very near, just around the corner. And it says all is well. And why would I share that coming into a new year? Some of you, I don't know, maybe you've experienced the death of a loved one, and we're going to make this short. Maybe relationships have died. But when I saw that, I thought, Granny, You need to share that on your reading room. I hope it helps somebody because it helped me when I read it. When my tears met down here, I thought of a lot of people. I thought of my brother especially because 7 weeks is a long time to stay in the hospital. I reflected back to the 1 week that I was in the hospital. Forgive the tears, but mm, all of us will experience this. But again, it says death is nothing at all. It does not count. I have only slipped away, and I had an opportunity in October to slip away, but Becky, God saw fit to keep me here. So, with that said, and with this different kind of bling I'm wearing, compliments of my kids, I wanted to look especially nice tonight and just say, whatever happened to us in 2021, with the grace and mercy of God, let's leave it there. Let's move forward. And why are you saying this? Because again, I was going through a depression or feeling sorry for myself. I told you this when God spoke to me about the book. And I'm not making excuses for the book, and I'm not sad, but I am constantly being healed just reading the book for myself, just reading it. And I'm thinking, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. But I'm excited that we're going to start up. And on Facebook and on Twitter and on YouTube, we said we would start back reading January the 10th, 2022. I'm going to push it back one more week, and I think it would be befitting. January the 17th, I believe, is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. My kids and I and my grandkids just ordered Letter from a Birmingham Jail. And I'm not telling you to run out and get the book, but we decided as a family we would read that and talk about and discuss what could we do to help make a difference in this world that we're living in. So, with that said, officially now, next Monday, not today, the 10th, like we said, but the 17th of January at the same time, 8 o'clock, Granny old hands are still old. In fact, they're getting older. Can you guys believe Granny will be 72 this year? Wow. Hot diggity dog. 72. And I'm excited because twice now, 3 times in my life, I've experienced the angel of death coming to snatch me away. But God said no. He stayed his hand, and I'm still here. And I'm excited about this year. Wake your dreams up. Wake them up. Shake them up. Things that you've been wanting to do, but you've been afraid. Again, it goes back to raising your hands, lifting your hands, and just saying, I'm going to take a chance on myself because this is what we're doing with Granny's old hands. We're taking a chance on ourselves just by simply reading a book that was published almost 20 some years ago, guys. Can you believe that? With that said, I'm happy to report that Michael and Laquan, these are the two fellas that are instrumental in this book becoming a reality. Remember, I told you Quan walked in, dang, Granny, yo, hands are old. And Michael was the only one that was brave enough to drive with me for over 18 hours to see Laquan being born. With that said, we will see you on January the 17th, 2022. And check the bling out. I mean, I went all out, didn't I? I thought, this is cute. This is cute. And this is what Granny does. Uh, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. And I'm not just saying it. I am so grateful that I woke up in 2022. My kids got on their knees with me in 2021 and we said our prayers. Did you guys hear me? My kids. My son Michael was not able to participate, but my oldest child called and said, Mom, I'd like to pray. And I know I can get in trouble, but it was her idea. So we brought the new year in, thanking God. So 2022, great things are coming. This is Granny saying, put those hands together, lift those hands up, wiggle them if you have to. And remember, we said briefly, based on this, death is nothing at all. It does not count. I have only slipped away into the next room. Nothing has happened. Everything remains exactly as it was. I am I, and you are you. And the old life that we live so fondly together is untouched, unchanged. Whatever we were to each other, that we still are. Call me by the old familiar name. Speak of me in the easy way with which you always used. Put no difference into your tone. Wear no forced air of solemnity or sorrow. Laugh as we always laughed at the little jokes and enjoy together. Play, smile, think of me, pray for me. Let my name be forever the household word that it always was. Let it be spoken without an effort, without the ghost of a shadow upon it. Life means all that it ever meant. It is the same as if it ever was. There is no absolute and no unbroken continuity. I, what is this death but a negligible accident? Why should I be out of mind because I'm out of sight? I am but waiting for you for an interview somewhere very near, just around the corner. All is well. A lot of us can't say all is well, but it is well with Granny, and she's excited that we're going to start up again. We have 3 more chapters to read, and for the sake of time, I'm going to keep them short. Some of them we may have to do in 2 parts. The next chapter that we're going to bring before you says, Granny got to represent. So I got to represent next time. You'll see something different when we come before you. Again, this is Celestine Starks saying Granny's Old Hands is on Facebook. It's on YouTube. Go back and revisit some of the previous recordings. I'm just amazed. I'm grateful for you all following little bitty, soon to be 72-year-old me. It's been a blessing to be 4 days into the new year, and I still have my health and strength. And look, Granny can raise her hands. Thank you for joining us tonight. Remember, next Monday night, which will be Martin Luther King Jr.'s um, celebration, we'll come back then and we'll talk about this next chapter. Granny got to represent. Thank you so very much for joining me. Much love. This is Granny saying good night.